Are we live? Hey, Facebook, are we looking okay, Facebook? Are we okay, Facebook? Hey, happy Friday, Sean and chat. What's going on, Henry? What's up, John, Klaus? How are we doing? Relax, Beat. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate all of the hearts and all of that good stuff so far as well. Arita. What's up, James? Hey, James, Chris. Hey, what's going on, guys? Are we doing a little better now? Are we doing a little better? Looks the same. Hey, much better. I can hear you. Okay, David. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Hey, again, better. Okay, cool. All right. So let's go ahead. It's fine with me, though. A lot better. Audio, a lot better. Okay, cool. So I guess, I don't know, it just needed to be reset. Who knows, guys? All I'm saying is I'm really happy that it's good enough. It's good enough. Okay, cool. Audio much better. Perfect. Okay. I'm pretty much just standing here waving my arms around, so you're not missing out on a whole lot visually. But it's probably good to hear me, so you know what I'm saying. So I care more about the audio than the visual on these live videos for sure. What's up, The Big? What's going on? Appreciate everybody for tuning in on TikTok. Hey guys, if you are just tuning in, if you could hit that thumbs up button, if you could tap the screen and give us some hearts and give us thumbs ups and all of that good stuff, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for showing your support. So we just came off of a really big week, guys. Lucifer, what's going on, man? What's going on? Good to see you in here. Really appreciate it. Thank you. So we're coming off of one of the biggest events of the year, guys. Obviously, last week was absolutely absurd. This week has been a really nice reset for all of us. I was finally able to get some rest. Obviously, for people like me who work on like the sales and marketing side and all of that good stuff, when the sale's over, it allows me to have a little bit of reset before we get into all of the new stuff yet again, because the train doesn't stop here. We're just starting this year, by the way. But for me, I'm able to do that. But for the shipping team and the customer service team, work just started, right? So the shipping team has been working nonstop. I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Around like 95% of the orders are coming from our Virginia warehouse. So if you haven't received your order just yet, stay tuned for receiving a package, more than likely from our actual Virginia warehouse. Depending on where you live, that might be really close to you or far away, but at least it's coming from stateside. I mean, from Virginia to California, it's still only like 3 to 4 days. Sometimes it can be even faster than that, depending on if you live in like LA or like a really big hub or something like that. So if you guys have already received your orders, congratulations. I really hope that you're enjoying them. But if you have not yet, just know that, we're shipping from our Virginia warehouse nonstop. They're shipping, thousands of orders every single day. And from what I've heard from them, from the updates that I've heard from them, we're pretty close to being finished with shipping out this entire sale, if not already finished at this point, actually, because I talked to them yesterday, considering that it's almost 1 o'clock here on the East Coast. They're probably already finished shipping out all the orders at this point. I have not really seen if any complaints about shipping in our official Facebook group. We have a Facebook group, guys, if you didn't know. I know the people on TikTok, on YouTube, they might not like Facebook. I get that, but on Facebook, we have probably our biggest community as a company. We have a private Facebook group that has 125,000 people in it. Obviously, the people who are in that Facebook group are some of our biggest fans. So because of that, we're able to use that Facebook group as a gauge of how things are going, right? Because if there's something going on that people don't know about, if there's something going on that is bothering people or whatever, we're going to hear it first in the Facebook group because somebody's going to make a status about it. The good thing about that is, number one, it keeps our company very transparent because we have 125,000 people who are a fan of our company, who are all able to talk to each other publicly, right? So there's no secrets, right? If something's going on, if there's something somebody doesn't like, or there's something that somebody really likes, most of the time that's what happens. But anything going on with the company, everybody's going to hear about it because we have over 100,000 fans who can talk to each other in a single place. You know, as a brand, that makes us a little bit more vulnerable. But for us as a company that really wants our community to be a part of our company in pretty much every way possible, it's a really good thing for us. Anyways, that was a long rant to explain to you guys that I haven't really seen anybody like talking crap about shipping. You know, like I haven't really seen somebody saying like, "Oh my God, this is all messed up. This sucks." Like I haven't really been seeing that this sale really at all. I've been seeing people getting their orders and being like really happy about them. So I think logistically and like operationally, I think the sale went really well, especially with the scale of it as well. I mean, the sale was like 4 days. It was like 4.5 days of just nonstop selling. So, considering that this was such a big sale and we were able to tackle all of the operational side of it with the logistics, with the customer service, anybody who, ordered the wrong thing, might have received the wrong thing, all of those kind of little things that happen with an e-commerce business, I feel like we really knocked it out of the park for this sale. So for anyone who is new to Olight, maybe you haven't ordered from us before, maybe you're thinking about finally pulling the trigger on one of our products, just know that we just had a massive sale with thousands and thousands of orders, and the shipping was really smooth. The customer service helped everybody out very quickly, and people are getting really excited and being really happy about their new products that they're receiving. So to anybody watching this, just know that we're really knocking it out of the park, especially lately in terms of like operations. You know what I mean? And I think in terms of the quality of the products as well. I just think as a business, we're maturing just in general in terms of our processes, the experience for our customers, and also just the products themselves. I mean, the longer and longer that we make flashlights, we learn new things. Every time we make a new product, we learn something from it, right? And then we use that information and use that knowledge and pass it on to the next product that we make to make it even better, right? So I think we're making some of the best products we've ever made, some of the highest quality products. I actually had to charge my O-Lantern Classic 2 Pro yesterday. That's how much that I've used this thing. Starting at around like 5 o'clock every day, I turn this joker on. I turn this thing on and I put it somewhere. And then I really enjoy just like hanging out outside, especially with it being summertime. It gets a little cooler late at night. So I'm just basically going everywhere with this thing at this point, right? I'm really, really enjoying it. But anyways, last night was the first time I actually had to charge it, which I think is an incredible feat considering this thing has a battery of over 11,000 milliamps. It's really hard to kill this thing. It takes a really long time and you really got to pump it up. But anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the lanterns. Some of my favorite products of the sale that I've really been enjoying and using this week is, for some reason, I've gravitated towards this white lantern. I've really been enjoying this one, Classic 2 Pro. I've also really been enjoying, of course, the Zirconium Damascus O-Pen Pro. I've been carrying this. It's just a real joy, and it's just nice to have something so premium. Obviously, I've already explained this to you guys like multiple times last week that by far my favorite Warrior 3S Element Series light is the blue, the water one right here. So I've really been enjoying this week as well. And then also I've become a big fan of the green O-Bulb Pro. I love how it has this dark green on the bottom here, but it has the silver line going around it. Instead of the line being blue or black or something like that, I like the silver with the green as well. So these have been just a few of my favorite items from the sale that I specifically picked out and I've been enjoying this entire week. I'm interested to see what you guys have been enjoying so far. If you have any lights that you guys have really gravitated towards from your orders, maybe you guys grab some stuff that for some reason you just have really been into lately. Please let me know about that. I'd like to hear kind of what you guys are into right now and what you're stoked on. With that said, I'm going to give away some blue i1R2 Pros. I'm going to come out with some blue i1R2 Pros here at the end of this video. So if you want to win a free flashlight, just stick with me. Please ask some questions. I don't really have like a super set agenda for this live video. I'm probably going to keep it a little bit shorter just to let you guys get out of here and get to the giveaway a little bit faster as well compared to what was going on last week. But just keep in mind, giving away some awesome Lake Blue i1R2 Pros at the end of this video. So really digging the O lantern so far. Man, me too. Me too. I just take it everywhere. Like if I'm going to like hang out somewhere, if I'm going to sit on the couch, if I'm going to have, dinner, if I'm going to go sit on a camping chair out in the backyard, if I'm going to do like all kinds of things where like I'm going to be hanging out, I want to bring the lantern, man. This is like the perfect hangout companion, if that makes sense. So if you ordered one of these, just take it with you when you're going out to do stuff, because I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Even if it's not completely necessary, even if there's like a light source wherever you guys are going, like this still sets the vibe. You know what I mean? Like I've been using this inside of my house. Obviously, in my house, I have electricity, right? But I don't care that I have electricity because this is cooler than that. You know what I'm saying? So I've been using this as like ambient lighting when I'm watching TV shows, when I'm hanging out at night. Like I've been using this instead of turning on lights in my house because I just enjoy it more. So yeah, the O Lantern Classic 2 Pro, awesome product. I love that it has the power bank in it as well. So if you are out in the park enjoying a nice evening, anything like that, your phone starts dying, you charge that joker up with the lantern. I love that as well. I would like to, let's see here. Will we have a Baton Series LEP? That would be really cool. I also saw here on YouTube as well, a lot of you guys have been asking for a handheld LEP. Is that something that you guys would like? I actually do have the Valkyrie Turbo in hand here. I was going to mention this real quick during this video. So I appreciate you guys mentioning the LEPs because the Valkyrie Turbo is something that we're continuing to push and continuing to tell you guys about, explain to you guys like why it's so awesome. But let's see here. I love y'all's flashlight for the AR. That's awesome to hear, Kenneth. Glad to hear that, man. Do you have an Odin series? What did you put on your AR, if you don't mind me asking? Will there be a Stormtrooper 3S in the future? I would really like to see a white 3S. That would be cool. We did a, let's see here. We did a white M2R Pro, I believe. Obviously, those are discontinued. We have the Warrior 3 and the Warrior 3S now. A white Warrior 3S with like a black bezel here. The black bezel going around the side switch here that has the indicators for your battery and the lumen level. And then also the black clip. That would be really cool. That's a really good suggestion. Thank you for that. That would be awesome. Baton Max LEP, the size between Baton 3 and S2R2. That would be really cool. So the one constraint about making a super small LEP is there is a lot of technology going on in the head of the product. So if you take a look at the S2R Baton 2 or even the Baton 3, it uses a TIR optic. The optic takes up a lot less space than a standard lens with a reflector or an LEP that actually has mirrors inside of it with a blue laser that's bouncing around. There's even a phosphor element in here that it's bouncing off of. There's a lot more technology going on in the head that it needs space for compared to even a traditional LED flashlight, and especially an optic lens like what you see in the S2R Baton 2 or the Baton 3. So I could see an LEP that has a body like the S2R Baton 2. You know what I mean? Like we could do an LEP. with an 18650, I feel like it would be better with a 21700 just to get the increased run times. But then on top of that, we'd have to have a larger head, because take a look at this thing. I mean, even though this is a compact weapon light, we're able to make the body of the flashlight very small, but the head itself is quite substantial. So it would be basically like an S2R2 body, and then it has a head on it like this. But this head right here is about twice the length of an S2R Baton 2 head. So that's the only thing. Yes, use the 21700. I mean, it's not that big of a size difference. We can make a smaller flashlight with an 18650, but a 21700 has a 5000 milliamps. I mean, you're getting substantially more performance from a 21700 versus an 18650. I mean, technically a 21700 is the upgrade to an 18650. And I think eventually 18650s are just going to fizzle out. They're just not even going to be a thing anymore, because everybody's just going to use 21700s, similar to like what Tesla did. Like the original Teslas, like the really old Teslas, like when they started, they were using 18650 batteries. Now, obviously, Elon was a part of developing the 21700 battery. Now they have the gigafactories where they're actually producing their own 21700s. Anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about Tesla here. All I'm saying is that that a 21700 is the upgrade to an 18650, even though it is slightly larger, having us make the diameter of the flashlight slightly larger as well. That's the only difference that you're really going to see there. 21700 is pretty big for a pocket light, though. I know. That's the only thing. In terms of performance, a 21700 is a big upgrade to the 18650, but then you do have that size increase. So that's why some people still really like the 18650 flashlights. I don't know. It's something to think about. You know what I mean? Like when I'm thinking about these ideas, and I hope that's okay with you guys, like when you talk about something, Sean from Mercenary of Mars 2030, like when you guys mention something to me, like it would be really cool to have an LEP that's like an S2R2. Then I just like out loud start thinking about it. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, the head would have to be bigger. And then, well, we want to use the upgraded battery, but then the body would get a little bigger. And then, you know what I mean? Like it's like give and take. Like that's like designing a flashlight. It's like, well, we could do this, but no, that wouldn't be that good. And well, what if we did this? But that's going to suck. So it's just this whole game. I'm trying to figure it out, but that would be really cool. An i3T laser, that would be awesome. A laser. I could rock an X9R 21700, ain't bad. Yeah, true, yeah. All designs are the result of compromises. You're exactly right, Chris. You're exactly right. For example, if anyone here has ever been in an exotic sports car, like if you've had the opportunity to take a ride in a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something like that. Hopefully some people here have been in vehicles like that. My God, they're uncomfortable. The seats are super hard. They're bucket seats, so they're like formed, made out of like carbon fiber. So you're like sitting in this like hard bucket. And then the suspension, my God, is a rock. Every tiny little bump or crack that you go over, you're like, ugh, like, they're uncomfortable vehicles. But why are they so uncomfortable? Because damn, they're fast and they have the best handling in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's and seats are horrible. Yeah, I know, right? I know. But that's fun. That's the part that nobody talks about is they're like, wow, Ferraris, wow, Lamborghinis, amazing cars. And I'm like, have you actually been in one for longer than 5 minutes? The thing's uncomfortable. And for a big guy like me, they're hard to get in and out of, but they are the fastest cars and they have the best handling. So it's a give and take, man. It's a give and take with everything. I don't care how high of a level things are, there's compromises being made. Performance versus comfort. You're completely right, man. You know, you can't make a Lamborghini feel like an Escalade, you know? We need some murdered out torches, matte black with gloss black accents. Now that is interesting. So you would want a matte black light with a polished black clip and bezel. Is that what you're saying? That would actually look kind of cool. That's kind of like a Batman thing going on. Let me take a look here. Let me take a look at a few more comments here, guys. I'm really just kind of hanging out with you guys today. I really appreciate all of these recommendations. I don't know how we got to this point in this live video, to be honest, but I'm really glad that you guys are shouting out these recommendations because we're getting some really cool ideas. We got Robbie here on Facebook saying i5T Plus with a light and a laser. That would be cool. An IR LEP WML. That would be absolutely wild. I do not think that would be possible. And I don't actually think that a flash, well, I'm trying to think. Like, the only example that I could think of where it would be possible to have an LEP as well as regular LEDs or a laser or something, so an LEP combined with something else, the only design that I could think of where that would be possible would be like the Marauder 2. The Marauder 2, it does have a standard LED. It's not an LEP for the throw. It does have a very interesting lens design in order to be able to get that super concentrated high candela beam in the center. So the Marauder 2, it's got the super high intensity beam coming out of the center, and then you have really fat, floody LEDs that are wrapping around that as a circle. So you have the throw in the middle, and then you have all of your flood LEDs going around the outside. Now, I wonder if it would be possible with that same design to do an LEP coming out of the center and then still have those standard LEDs going around that in kind of a flower formation to give you that really floody light. Now, that's something that might be interesting to have like an LEP/flood Marauder 2 Pro or Marauder 3 or something, but I don't think that would be possible in a very small design. Like, for example, like an Odin series, I don't think it would be possible to have an LEP with all of the technology that goes into that and how much real estate that takes in the head of the light, as well as having an IR as well. Have that be an IR laser, an IR emitter, anything like that. Like, I don't think it would be possible to have LEP plus IR or even a floodier light in something that's smaller than a Marauder 2. It would have to be huge. It would have to be really big. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud right now. Like, I don't know how it would be possible to do that in something that's really small. Get a Nichia 519A de-domed for Olight. That would be cool. So it's cool that you brought that up. So when we first came out with our thrower style lights, we were actually kind of at the forefront of that because what we were doing is we were buying LEDs from a manufacturer and we were taking those LEDs and de-doming them ourselves in order to increase the candela and the light intensity with our original Javelot flashlights. I don't know if you guys remember that. If you have like one of the OG Javalots, or if you had, do you guys remember the M3XS UT? You remember the M3X? We had the M2X. We had, and then we had the Ultra Thrower. We had the SR95 UT. That's when we started doing the Ultra Thrower series, if you guys remember that. And then we ended up getting into the whole Javelot series, which is what we have now. But the original M3XS UT and the M2T, that's what it was. There was the M3XS UT. I'm like going through years and years of flashlights in my head right now, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The Ultra Thrower lights that we came out with, the UT lights, were the ones where we actually de-domed the LEDs ourselves. And that's how we were able to get that performance. Now they actually started coming out with LEDs that were built to do that, and they came out with LEDs that were de-domed from the factory, so we were able to get better tints, right? When we originally started de-doming the LEDs ourselves, that's when we were getting those kind of greenish, yellowish, ugly tints. If you guys remember that, like our first ultra thrower lights, the tint was kind of ugly. And then we started kind of developing that more and learning more about de-doming them ourselves. And then at that point, they started de-doming them from the actual factory as well. So anyways, there's a lot of things that went into the long distance flashlights back in the day. Like when I first started with the company, we're talking like 6-7 years ago. But I'm glad to see where we've gotten to now, where we actually can get LEDs that are built for long distance. And now we have the LEP technology as well with the Valkyrie Turbo and the Odin Turbo, which also is an LEP flashlight. That was our first LEP, the Odin Turbo. Anyways, I am like saying so many crazy things right now. Javelot with an LEP would look so badass. I agree. I would love to see an LEP Javelot. Cool thing about that too is we would probably be able to make it a cooler design. So part of the reason why the Javelot Turbo, the Javelot series, I have the M2X Javelot UT. Thank you, Chris. Yes, there you go. I started like, I was like M2T. No, we did make an M2T, but that was a different flashlight. But we have the UT series. You know what I'm talking about. And those are the ones where we were actually de-doming them ourselves before the LED companies actually started figuring out like, okay, yeah, these companies want de-domed LEDs, and then they started doing it themselves instead of us having to do it. Anyways, let's see here. Imagine a Javelot with an LEP. Yeah. No, I agree. I actually got that recommendation a couple of days ago as well from my buddy Joey. He's a big Olight fan as well. Joey was talking about how we need to have an LEP Javelot. Anyway, so let me touch back on that as well and how cool that would be. So the reason why the head is so big on the Javelot series lights is because it's a requirement in order to get such huge performance out of a standard LED. In order to have long throw from a regular LED, you need to have the biggest reflector you possibly can get and the deepest reflector you can get, and it needs to be smooth. So the orange peel reflectors are worthless for a thrower. The orange peel reflectors is built to give you a floody style light. So we want the opposite for a thrower. So when you see a standard LED thrower, it's going to have this big head that has a huge diameter. It's going to be super deep as well because we want the longest reflector possible. So typically with the Javelot series, the LED will be back by the neck of the light where the switch is. And then the lens is going to be way up in the front. So you want the longest length from the LED to the actual lens on the front, and then you want the largest diameter possible as well. And that's how you're able to get such booming performance from a single LED. With the LEP technology, you don't have to have that huge diameter. You do need to have a longer head, like what I was explaining earlier with the S2R2 example, but you don't need to have that huge diameter that you need to have with a standard LED. So imagine a Javelot that has a regular head on it, that doesn't flare out, that isn't huge. You know, like how cool would that be? And have it have even better performance than the Javelot series lights that have that huge head. That would be really cool. It just wouldn't have to look the same way. You know what I mean? Like if it was an LEP, you wouldn't have to have that giant reflector on there. It just wouldn't be needed anymore. Name of the Javelot Extreme. Use tritium for a cooler look. Hey, Chris, I have a question on the tritium thing. So I've heard from people that for some reason it's not, I don't want to say it's not legal, but like, isn't tritium like not allowed to be imported into the US, or it's not allowed to be like manufactured in the US? There's some weird rules about tritium and getting it into the US. And if anybody knows about that, let me know. But I know most of the products that have the tritium inside of it is coming from like other countries. Um, I've seen products from like Russia. I've seen products from different places in Europe that have the tritium vials in it, so it glows. But I've heard that there's like restrictions and there's rules about that. So if anybody knows about that, let me know. Can I get an Olight cap like yours, please? Even like this one with all the sweat on it? These are very cool hats. They fit my head perfectly. I wear these hats 7 days a week. I try not to wear Olight shirts on the weekend just because I wear them like all week. This is literally what I wear Monday through Friday every single week. I try to not wear the Olight shirts on the weekend just to like try and be a normal person and not piss off my girlfriend from like only wearing Olight shirts like my entire life. But I do wear the hats 7 days a week, regardless of what the shirt I'm wearing, because it is such a good hat. I really hope that we can offer them to you guys again. I know there's a lot of demand for them. We did release them a few times on the website. Like we had drops of them. But with the supplier and all of that stuff, like we haven't gotten big supplies. So because of that, we have these small little drops on the website for the hats. And we've done that a few times, but they sell out like immediately. We sell out like immediately, you know? So I would like to actually have us have the hats in stock and actually not sell out in like 10 minutes when we release them. That would be nice. You guys are getting closer to the 2700K i5T. I hear you, Planet Earth. I hear you, man. Hey, Planet Earth, can you send me an email? So my email address is Sean, SEAN, at olightstore.com, SEAN at olightstore.com. Can you please email me with that Nichia LED type and what you are looking for? And then I can actually ask the engineers about it, because that would help me out. It's hard to remember all of the small details and things during these live videos because like my head's going a mile a minute. Trying to read comments, trying to remember what I said, all of that good stuff. But yeah, so it's just Sean, SEAN at olightstore.com. Yep. Fred, what's going on, man? Olight Bluetooth bulbs that compete with Philips Hue. Yeah. So like light bulbs, like not just the O Bulb Pros. That would be really cool. Also, I feel like the Philips Hue and like the colored light bulbs, like the smart bulbs, I feel like that is more of like a mainstream item as well. I feel like the EDC flashlights and even the O bulbs themselves are a little bit more like niche of a product. But having multicolored light bulbs that you control with your cell phone, I feel like is something that the whole world would want. You know what I mean? So like that might be something to get into. The only thing is worried about the competition and all of that and making sure that we can actually get in there, and have it not already be saturated by all the other companies that are doing it, like Philips Hue, which is a absolutely gigantic company. Olight's like this small and Philips is like this big. You know what I mean? Like they're a huge company compared to us. So it might be hard to compete with such a massive company like that. Glow-in-the-dark Olight shirts for date night. Come on, man. I don't know if you'd want to wear a glow-in-the-dark Olight shirt to go on a date. I'm not sure how lucky you would get. I'm not sure how lucky you would get with that. We need a Wi-Fi timer-enabled O bulb for hunting. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Love the O bulb Pro. Thank you, Casey. Thank you. They do float. The O bulbs do float, which is a really nice feature. You can play in the pool with them because they are waterproof. They do float, and they are RGB. I've convinced my son the O bulb Pro is voice activated. Come on, man. Really? He's like, so JC on TikTok right here is trolling his son a little bit. And he told him that it's voice activated. Can you imagine that? His son is just sitting around all day like, oh, Bob, hey, oh, Bob. And it doesn't do anything. He was like, this stupid thing doesn't work. That is hilarious. Almost missed the live because I was paying bills. Paying bills is no fun, Gerardo, but Friday is fun. Friday is fun. Wish you could still do the mega packs with the O-Bolt Pros. Yeah, Robbie. So promote the O-Knives a bit. Also a great Olight product. Goes very well with Olights. Always pair up for EDC. So Robbie, just a heads up. The mega packs that we do are pretty much for flash sales only. We don't usually have mega packs on our website unless we are actually doing a special sales promotion. The reason why we do the mega packs is because it's a way for you to get the majority of the products that we're selling for those sales. It's a way for you to get it at the best discounted price possible. So the mega packs are built to give you guys the best deal that we can get, that we can give you, right? So with that said, considering that the mega packs are built to give you guys the best deal possible, they only are available during the flash sales and the sale periods. So I know most people already know that, but I just want to let you know that if you see a mega pack, if you see a bundle, if you see something that is giving you a deal based on a higher quantity of products, you want to go ahead and buy that because that is definitely going to be a limited time listing. All the bundles, all the mega packs, all the deals, like that stuff is always limited and does not last very long. So if you see the mega packs, if you see the bundle deals and it's something that you actually want, buy it because those bundles and those mega packs will not be available once the sale's over. I always tell you guys to jump on the mega packs. I always tell you guys to do that because it really is the best way to get all of the products, our most popular products, all together for the best price possible, you know? So anyways, mega packs are a flash sale thing only. So if you see it, please make sure that you jump on it when you see it because it does not last long. It got some attention from a younger girl at our local pool. She was fascinated. Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. If you're the kind of person that takes our products out in public and, other people see them, you show them to other people, people are impressed by the performance, anything like that, thank you so much for that. I know most people, they have their big, beautiful Olight collections in their basement or, somewhere in their office, their home office, stuff like that. And we love seeing those amazing collections that you guys put together. But what's even cooler than that is when you take those flashlights and you go out into the world with them and use them and let other people see their performance and what they can do as well. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've used Olights in public and I've had just random people come up to me and say, whoa, man, what kind of flashlight is that? That thing is super bright, dude. And those are the most fun conversations because you're having a conversation with a stranger who's excited about something that you really care about and you really enjoy. And those are the best conversations to have. So if you have those big, beautiful collections at home, grab some of those lights and go out into the world and go use them and show them to people because not only is it a lot of fun, but it's a really awesome way to spread the Olight community, to show people these awesome products and all of that. So really appreciate the support if you're somebody who does that. I have given many away after using mine in public. Thank you, Michael. And I know it's like a weird thing to say, like to go out into the world and use your flashlights in public. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what I mean by that. Like going to the park, having a picnic, camping out and having the other campers that are near you, like check out your gear, like stuff like that. 10,000 likes, man. We are absolutely killing it here on TikTok. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Planet Earth, for emailing me about that. I appreciate that. I constantly drop my i5R in the office, and then everyone wants to see my great Olight. Thank you, Toby. Really appreciate that. I love giving Olights away, dozens since I joined the group last December. I love it. So thank you guys for the support. This is the last thing that I will say before we jump into the giveaway, because we've been talking for a little bit here. I know this live video has kind of been all over the place. I explained that, we're not having a flash sale this week. We just had the sale last week. We've been focused on customer service and shipping. So, today's video is kind of up in the air. But I just want to thank you guys for, showing your friends products, giving them away to people. It's amazing how many of our products are given away. And I know we make products that don't cost an arm and a leg. I mean, you could get a $10 keychain flashlight and give it to a friend. But doing things like that is really, really cool. And I think that's one of the things that really sets Olight apart compared to other companies, is that we have so many fans who are showing their friends, telling their friends to buy this stuff, giving them away to their friends and family as well, and seeing people get excited about our products. Like, this is the kind of stuff that really makes Olight special and really takes us beyond the other competitors that are in this industry. So we do really appreciate it, guys. It really means the world to us. These live videos, are really the highlight of my week. I'm really glad that you guys enjoy talking with me and telling me your ideas, trying to win free flashlights, all of that kind of stuff. But doing these live videos is just as enjoyable for me as it is for you guys. I mean, this is the fun part of my week, when I've been kind of slaving away with all the other things that we've been doing Monday through Thursday. So I just love this community. You guys are the reason why I've worked here so freaking long. And that's a fact, this is a stressful job. It's a difficult job a lot of times. Running a company that has this many products, showing off this many products, trying to build this business in kind of a niche market is not the easiest thing in the world to do. But this community, being able to talk with you guys and actually being able to be a part of our fan base is really the reason why I've been here for so long, and I continue to stay here. So really appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. And with that said, let's go ahead and give away some flashlights. So we're going to give away this i1R2 Pro in Lake Blue to all 3 platforms that we're live on right now. Toby, one last thing, because Toby has a really great comment here. He said, from South Africa, Olight fans, I must say all the O bulbs have made a huge difference with all of our power outages. Don't regret getting each family member one. Need to get more. Thank you, Toby. Appreciate that on Facebook, man. Thank you. Okay. It's fantastic. Ron Burgundy voice. I know. One day I want to do a live video and just be like, scotch, scotch, scotch. And people be like, oh my God, is Sean drinking scotch right now? Seriously? Scotch, 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 scotchy, scotchy, scotch. Oh, we're on the air. I don't believe you. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and give away this i1R2 Pro. We're going to go ahead and give it away to TikTok first, because that is the fastest platform. Then we're going to give it away to YouTube, and then we're going to give it away to Facebook after that. So thank you for your patience on YouTube and Facebook. We're going to go ahead and knock it out on TikTok first, and then we're going to go ahead and move on. And thank you for all the likes on TikTok. Holy smokes, we got a lot of likes on TikTok. That is awesome. Okay, anyways, what is the head diameter of the Javelot Turbo? So Josh, I don't know off the top of my head, man. If you guys want to know any technical specs of our products, like if you want to know the size of them, if you want to check out the performance of them, the run times, the materials, the packaging, all of that good stuff, it's listed under the technical details section of each product on our website, olightstore.com. So just go to olightstore.com. You're going to see a big list of all the products that we make. You just click on the product that you want to see, or you can just go to the search bar on our website and just type in Javelot or whatever product you're trying to look up. And then from there, just scroll down just a tiny bit, and you're going to see the technical details section where you will literally be able to see every specification you could possibly dream of with these products. My finger's dead though. Thank you, JC. I hope your screen's doing okay. All right, So we're gonna go ahead and do this giveaway on TikTok first. So we're gonna do we're gonna have you guys pick a random number. We're gonna have you guys pick a random number. So I'm going to have a number in my head, and you guys are gonna have to guess that number. Whoever gets that number right first will win this free flashlight. If you win, all you have to do in order to receive your prize is send me an email to Sean, SEAN, at olightstore.com with your shipping address. And then from there, I just ship out your light. Okay, there's no money involved. It is 100% free shipping, $0 in order to get these flashlights if you win. Okay. Anyways, so on TikTok, we're going to do numbers 1 through 50. So you have to pick a number between 1 and 50 in order to win. If you pick a number that's over 50, then you lose. It has to be 1 to 50. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start the guessing on TikTok in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, TikTok, go ahead. If you're on TikTok, just start typing in any number you can think of between 1 and 50, and hopefully you pick the number that's in my head right now. Okay? Here we go. So I'm just going to look through here. Thanks for being patient, YouTube and Facebook, while I pick this TikTok winner. And then we're going to move on to good old YouTube right after this, okay? All right. All right. Wait. There it was. Hold on. Let me just make sure that no one else guessed it first. I appreciate your patience, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's take a look here. All right, so yep, there it is. So firefighter, you win, and the answer was 42. The answer was 42. So you win, firefighter. If you can, just send me an email to Sean, SEAN, at olightstore.com. The answer was 42, guys. So congratulations, firefighter, on the win. Very well done. Very well done. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, TikTok. I want to thank you guys so much for tapping the screen so much. That really helps out our TikTok channel. We're trying to build it up, guys. We literally just started on TikTok, but it's actually been a lot of fun. It's fun going live on this platform, making the short little videos as well. I'd like to do a TikTok exclusive giveaway sometime soon as well. That would be really cool. So we got some really fun things lined up, and we'd like to continue, at least trying to build our TikTok network. So thank you for all of the likes. Thank you for all of the comments and all of that good stuff. We're going to be going live next week. Of course, we go live every Friday at 12:30 Eastern time. Congratulations to Firefighter, and we will see you guys next week. All right, peace out, TikTok. Okay, TikTok's done. So we're going to go ahead and do 50 to 100 on YouTube. 50 to 100 on YouTube, my people. 50 to 100. TikTok is becoming self-aware. I don't know what that means. Okay. So we're going to do 50 to 100, 50 to 100 on YouTube, okay? I know you guys are excited. So we're going to do 50 to 100 on YouTube in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm going to start with ready from Nathaniel is where I'm going to start. And then I'm going to scroll down from there, and hopefully I will see the right answer. So go ahead and guess, guys. Guess. Facebook, thank you for your patience. I will get to you very soon. Okay, so I'm just going to back up. We got Nathaniel there with the ready, Freddy. And then I'm going to go ahead and find the right answer. Okay, so we got it pretty high up here, actually. Okay, awesome, cool. So I got it right here. So it's Floydian slip with 75. Floydian slip with 75. Congratulations, Floydian. Well done, my friend. Floydian. please send me an email to Sean, SEAN, at olightstore.com. Send me the address that I'm going to send your free light to, and that's all you have to do. Please send it to me sooner than later so I can go ahead and process your shipment before the weekend starts. And that way also I remember everything in my head. I try to kind of tie up all the loose ends on Friday afternoon before the weekend comes, because I'm probably going to forget everything over the weekend. So please send me that email before the weekend, so I can go ahead and send it to you, okay? It's over. Stop putting numbers in. Thank you, SoCal. Just a quick PSA. It's freaking over. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, guys. Well, really appreciate it, YouTube. I actually am going to post a YouTube video later this afternoon. We posted a fun little game as well on the YouTube channel a couple days ago as well for you to check out if you haven't checked that out yet. So stay tuned for that. We got one more YouTube video for this week, and then we're going to move on to next week as well. Anyways, have a wonderful weekend, guys. Stay safe. Go out and use all of your new goodies that you got during the summer sale, and we'll see you next week. See you later, YouTube. Okay.